This is the same recurring sad tale of Arethusa and Alpheus. It's called Metamorphosis. My smile floating in my compact mirror as I get carried along in a river of people flowing down High Holborn, stilettoing my way back to work with the other temps, laughing gaily amongst ourselves, looking forward to a weekend's paintballing. I add a little more scarlet to my smile. My smile gazes back at me, almost in love with itself. I trap it in its little prison, snap it shut, burdened by my beauty, almost sick to death of it. What others would die for, I die to be without. I shiver in the sunlight, feeling unreally real. It's not easy being a myth, especially in these times of disbelief. I still recoil in horror when people recall that hoary old story of how I was loved by a river. Oh really, Arethusa, I gather up my green hair into a ponytail. Oh, those bloody Greeks and the stories they tell. Now I'm a millennium or two older. I remain still as beautiful as ever. Suddenly a voice comes after me, his shadow casting itself over me. Oh ye gods, surely not here, not now, not again. Hey darling, why leave in such a hurry? Alpheus, that old river god, disguised as a cartoon bowler-hatted pinstripe brolly-carrying English gent, but the wrong vernacular gave him away, didn't it? The river yob, as he was known even back then. I tried to pretend I was missed on a mountain, but he wasn't having any of it. His voice pursued me, his shadow the shape of my terror. Panic, perspiring, I turned into a stream, made a run for it. The English gent dissolved as he poured himself into his true form. I could feel his strong undercurrent, how his waters wanted to mingle with mine. I started crying, which only made matters worse. And yes, he caught me, of course. Chased, no longer chased, filled with his lust. And it all happens all over again. Who'd be a myth, a nymph, eh? Lusted after, turned into a tree or river. It's enough to drive you nuts. Ye fucking gods, I hate being a myth. It's a curse having to go through it every time someone reads it. It's so humiliating. Tired now. Whoops, this is my stop. I shove Hughes's Ovid back in my rucksack, leap off just as the door closes. There seems to be some commotion on the street, and damn and double damn, Holborn Underground is closed due to flooding. Jan was upstairs and she was writing a villanelle, as she does. And I was downstairs and I didn't know she was writing a villanelle, and I said, I've just wrote a poem called Twack. And I said, what have you done? She said, I've wrote a villanelle. And I thought, oh, I'll put away my little It's terrible being a poetry couple. She's the more stylish one, I'm afraid. So what you get here is Twack. And the first line is even Twack. A knife embeds itself in the space just by her left ear, as if the wood gulped it, sucked it in, its glint vibrating still. In her head she plans dinner. She stares at her husband, remembers how he had come to court her. Twack! Another knife flashes spitefully, narrowly missing her other ear. A little bubble of blood, like a stud earring blossoming on a wobbly earlobe. Ouch! She whispers to herself, guilty at such an overreaction. Oh, how he had excited her. Her head in a spin, saying he was in show business. Her world revolves about him. The next knife impregnates itself in the space between her legs. Like a tuning fork, it hums. Her excitement builds. A splinter of wood nestles in her left inner thigh. Wow, nice. She becomes moist. The shimmy of her spangles as the lights catch her. A little gasp, she faces him boldly, afraid and unafraid. Upside down now, her world all topsy-turvy. She's still so proud of her husband's skill to tantalize her, his unerring accuracy, the pride of being, she, the knife thrower's assistant as well as wife. Twack! Thank you. Haiku. Just goes like this. A lark in a larch larks about with his buddy birdies, then quiet. Cat.